Therapists, what's your biggest, I know I'm not supposed to judge, but holy crap moment? I had a patient who was 11 and mute. She'd stopped talking when she was around 6. Doctors ruled out anything physical, so the family was sent to me for trauma evaluation. Her mom was a sharp-dressed, high-achieving woman who never once looked her daughter in the eyes. Her dad didn't come, ever, said he had meetings. At first, the girl just stared at me, wouldn't move, wouldn't draw, wouldn't even blink much, like she'd trained herself to be invisible. But one day I gave her this old, half-dried pack of crayons and said, "Go wild." She took the black one and filled an entire sheet with dark circles, over and over. No shapes, just chaos. Every week, the same thing. Different paper, same black scribble. So I brought in Play-Doh. She made a small house with no doors. Another time, a stick figure in a cage. No face. It was starting to click. I asked her mom if anything traumatic had happened when she was 6. She just sighed and said, "She's always been dramatic." That age is when she realized she was adopted. She started acting like we'd kidnapped her. Adopted? The kid didn't even know she was adopted until she was 6. I asked if they got counseling back then. The mom said, "We tried, but it was too expensive. Plus, we didn't want to reinforce her fantasy." Fantasy? I started getting suspicious. So, I asked for the adoption paperwork. Mom said it had been lost in a move. I asked for any photos of when they first brought her home. She had none. That night, something didn't sit right with me. I filed a concern with Child Services and requested a home visit. A week later, I got a call from the investigator. They'd found something. Or rather, someone. A neighbor had seen the little girl locked out in the backyard late at night in her pajamas in winter. The mom said she liked the cold. Turns out the little girl wasn't adopted. She was a biological child, but she wasn't wanted. She was the product of an affair the mother had while her husband was deployed. Instead of leaving the child with someone who'd love her, they decided to keep her and punish her for existing. They told her at 6 that she was not really theirs, not adopted, just unwanted. They ignored her at home, gave her a cot in the laundry room, and only let her eat after everyone else. Once, she got in trouble for touching her mom's lotion. She had eczema. They refused to take her to a doctor. When she cried at school, the mom said she was acting. When she flinched around loud men, they said she was being sensitive. But here's the twist. Her silence wasn't fear. It was defiance. She refused to give them the satisfaction of reaction. When CPS finally removed her, I visited her one last time. She sat down in my office, grabbed the crayons, and drew a small stick girl. This time, it had a smile. I asked, "Want to tell me anything?" She looked up and spoke for the first time in 5 years. She said, "I knew I wasn't crazy." Sub for part 2, guys.